It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni.
It's the Raiders and the Bengals.
And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Second down and 3. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Raiders. That his first touchdown this year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Raiders has got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does...
In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Raiders have their punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Williams to throw on second down. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And back deep is Marvin Mims. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16. Back to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll take this down to the 47. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll run the draw with Walker. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Throw, right side, complete to Pearsall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to air this out for Davis.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that'll set up 4th down. This brought him out past the 20. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go play action here with Williams. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, Shaq.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. Already closing closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Down the sideline. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. That gains an even 60 yards. (7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's Williams now to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Sanders. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. To throw is Williams. Going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Bengals.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot with Mims. That's hard. And he will take this one in. 85 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Point after try, forthcoming. He's got it. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. The second down throw is incomplete. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. It's Jaden Daniels with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Michael Penix. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. J.J. McCarthy, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And this